10 minutes to 7, and Diane Atwood of the Catching Health blog is here with us with a really personal story this time around, huh, Diane?
Yeah. I love to get personal.
Yeah, well, every year when we go to get our mammograms, a lot of us kind of hold our breath until we get the results, and then we breathe a sigh of relief. And you recently weren't able to just file it at that point, right?
No. I always get that letter saying everything is normal, but this year I got a phone call telling me I needed to go back for additional views so the radiologist could look at a suspicious area in my right breast a little more closely. So it turns out I had something called DCIS. It stands for ductal carcinoma in situ.
Okay.
Cancer cells, although some experts will say they're precancer cells, I think to kind of lessen the sting. They're inside the milk duct. They haven't moved anywhere, so it's not invasive. And but because they have no way of really knowing what it might do, it gets treated in a similar way as an invasive breast cancer.
Okay, so what happened next?
So I had to have a stereotactic biopsy. That's where it confirmed that I had this DCIS. And then I had to have a lumpectomy. And I write about it in the blog. I won't go into a lot of detail here, but I had a lumpectomy to remove the cells and to get a wide margin of normal tissue. Now the thing is about the mammogram, why the mammogram was important, is because it showed up. I felt there was no lump, no other symptoms.
Sign or symptom that you could detect.
But we've got a picture. I'm really getting personal. I'm sharing a picture of my mammogram, and it should be there. Russell said he put it together for me. Little tiny micro calcification. See how that's like BB shot or something?
Boy, it shows up really clearly in the mammogram.
Yes, well, that's because it's a magnified view.
Okay, all right.
It didn't show up that clearly in the regular view, but the radiologist noticed something, so had me come back, magnification views, looked at it and said, some of these look normal, but some of them could go either way, and that's what caught my attention. And he said, some women would like to watch and wait and see what happens, and others will go straight for the biopsy, and that's me.
But the point being that without the mammogram, this probably would not have been detected and can start to go worse.
Right. So what happens is all invasive breast cancers, nearly all invasive breast cancers, will start out at this stage, DCIS. But not all DCIS turns into invasive breast cancer.
Got it. Well, Diane, I'm really glad they caught it early. I'm really glad you're sharing your story, and it's just another impetus for us all to get out there and have our mammograms.
And it is October, so hopefully there'll be some screenings available out there. And go to the blog. I've got information about my story and also about mammograms,
other resources,
the guidelines,
and so forth.
Where if you're worried about money, paying for them, some resources.
Very good. Thanks, Diane, very much.
You're welcome.
We've got to recap the morning stop stories just ahead, so don't go away.